everyone, Cornish Chris. I'm back on the River Tay and today I'm fishing at Lower Bolfracks. The weather we've had one day of snow and that's all melted, and we had rain overnight, so the river's coming up, but I've just spoken to Jim, the owner of the beat, and he tells me this is a really good time to go fishing. But today I'm going to spin. I've chosen to fish, if you've ever fished here before, I'm fishing from a stretch called Neil's, and I've got to say I'm absolutely impressed. For the ticket price of 35 quid for the day, this is amazing. You might have seen on the intro video, that there is lots and lots of investment in this beat. Wooden walkways, a very good hut that I'm sat in now, lovely view. You know, you can see that the owners have really put some thought into this, and have really made the investment. And yeah, I've got to say, I am seriously impressed. You know, there have been some fisheries that I've been to on other rivers that have cost me more than this for a day ticket, and the lunch huts, or you know, the hut or shelter, or it's just not really there. There's one beat particularly on the D, which, you know, is very a nice stretch of river to fish, but maintenance is really poor. There is a hut but you can't use it, and yeah, meh. So I'm really impressed with this Lower Bolfracks here on the River Tay. It is raining, and so I'm going to do a few hours here before I get too soaked. I'm pleased in a way that I'm only going to be using the spinning rod today, because it just means I won't get that cold. And so yeah, thanks very much for tuning in once again. Now if you're new here, please understand that I love visiting new fisheries. I love going to different places, and for me it's all about the experience of the day. You know, going somewhere new, experiencing different things, being out in the countryside, whether it be beautiful weather or chucking it down like it is today. For me, it's all about the experience of the day, and catching a fish is just like that's a real added bonus for me. Yeah, I just love doing this. Also, I love making these videos. That's one of the other reasons why I come and do these. Come and do this. Even if I don't think I'm going to catch something, I enjoy the process. I enjoy documenting it all, and I enjoy bringing that experience to you. So if you've got any suggestions or feedback on how I can make these videos better, I really would love to hear from you. And likewise, if you're new, please don't forget to give us a big thumbs up and hit that subscribe button, and that'll be absolutely amazing. So thanks very much, and I hope you enjoy this video. Proper job. Okay, so today I am fishing with another Shakespeare. This is my Shakespeare Agility 11-foot spinning rod. I've got a Ninja 3000A reel, and this is 50-pound braid, and I have got I'm just fishing to start with a 28-gram Toby. I do have a 30-gram one, but only in bronze. So I think I'm just going to stick with this for now, and then I'll go on to a mega bass, which I've also got with me as well. So we'll see how we get on. As I said in my intro, really impressed with how much sort of investment they've put into things like this little fishing hut, not a fishing hut, little like shelter, you know, and how there's all this boardwalk put in. And like I said before, sometimes when I've been fishing on other beats and other rivers where the ticket price is a lot more, I've been must admit I was incredibly surprised by how much investment they've clearly put into this. You know, they're even providing nets here, hence why I haven't got mine with me. You know, same code as the gate. I mean, that's brilliant, isn't it? locked into place for obvious reasons. But yeah. So I'm staying at Scone Palace. So it's about an hour away from where I'm staying. And this beat is about, I think it's about 2 or 3 miles from Aberfeldy, I think it is. Yeah. So pretty good to get to. It's a nice sort of gated enclosure to get to park up. Lockable again, that's good. Theo's in the car. We've had a lovely walk again today. 2 walks actually. And yeah, 2 walks. Because it's right on the road. And I know the little monkey will quite happily go off and explore, and obviously I don't want him to end up on the road. Wow, look at that. Now that's a style and a half, isn't it? Goodness me. Wow. Oh, that's typical. I didn't see this bit. It comes back to the same place. Whee. Fantastic. Yes, it's not quite raining, but it's like kind of like misty over there by the hills. I haven't spun for ages actually. Yeah, as you probably know, I may have alluded to this before. Maybe I should just get in a little bit. You know, I prefer to fly fish if I possibly can, but sometimes, you know, you've got to go by the recommendations of people. Yeah, that's probably good. So I've moved out to the Croy now. I'm just going to fish sort of like fan casting, and a fish sort of all around this area, fire it out. The current brings it round. I reckon that probably in line with me is the end of sort of like slacker water, and then more of the channel. So fish, I reckon, I'm probably wrong, but the fish will probably be out here in the middle of this pool here, or just off here on the right hand side. So yeah, I'm just gonna crack through this for a little while, and then slowly start working my way back down the boardwalk. Now look at that. I don't know if you can see it from here, but you know, I don't keep going on about this, and maybe I'm like a stuck record, right? So excuse me if I do sound like I'm boring, but they've actually put facing boards along the boardwalk as well. I mean, how cool is that? You know, it's just done a really good job. I'm just genuinely surprised and impressed. So tell me about how your fishing is going. Have you managed to get out the door yet? Had any interesting experiences, or have you got any trips lined up? Love to know about it. Please put it in the comments section below this video. It's lovely to find out about how people are getting on. And look, if you do catch fish, yeah, and it's your first time ever, right? Let's say you go on your first trip. You've never been before. Don't tell me. I don't want to know. No, I lie. I do. Seriously. You know, if my fishing videos have inspired you to get out there on the river, then let me know how you're getting on. You know, a few people have messaged me through my Instagram channel, which is at Cornish Chris, the fish, on Instagram. So you can, you know, you can message me through that, or you can reply in the comments section of this video, and just tell me how you're getting on. You know. I do enjoy spinning occasionally. It is certainly an easier way to fish, I would say. But I don't know why it always hits me in the small of my back, between my shoulder blades. I don't know if you guys have ever experienced that. Like you know, I can feel it now. I've only just really started. Just kind of feel it, whether I'm holding the rod in the wrong way or something like that. I don't know. I'm not sure. I need to... This lure is coming out of the water quite a bit, so does that mean I'm probably retrieving too fast? Wow. Careful, Chris. That was almost on the other bank. That's the scary thing about using a spinning rod, is just the distance you can cast. That's quite amazing. Again, this is a Shakespeare Agility 2 spinning rod. I didn't pay a lot of money for it. I bought it brand new. In fact, I think the reel cost me more money. I think the reel was like, I don't know, 80 quid or something, 90 pounds. And the actual, I don't think the rod was that expensive. Highly recommended it, or highly recommend it for sure. It's a good, it's a good setup. Considering I don't use it very much, I think it's, you know, a worthwhile investment. Certainly don't need to be obsessing about it like I seem to get obsessed about having a 13-foot 9, 8-9 weight spey rod or Scandi rod. I suppose I ought to tell you about my trip. I've got possibly one more day on the Tay, and then I'm heading up to Groundtown on Spey because I am fishing for 2 days. Wait for it. Build the anticipation and excitement. I'm fishing 2 days on Tulkan. Seriously, I am. I'm fishing 2 days on Tulkan, and I never ever thought I'd be able to get on something like that, and I certainly wouldn't before you start thinking, oh yeah, posh snob or something. It's not like that at all. I've been invited by my good friend Russ Patton, to join him, and I think probably about 12 other people up at Tulkan, and so it's 2 days. I think it's the Tulkan Club Water. I don't know. I don't know too much about it yet. All I know, it's Tulkan, and it's on the Spey, and you just hear amazing things about it. And like my friend Paul from Fin Line and Fly, he's got loads of videos on it. I'm just so excited about the opportunity. It works out to be, because I share everything. It works out to be. Well, I'll tell you what. Why don't you guess what it is? How much do you think it's going to be for me to fish for 2 days at Tulkan? And if you're going, don't ruin it for everyone. But just let me know what you think. Put it in the comments section. And then what I'll do is on the video when I'm actually there, I'll tell you what it is. Alright, I'll be interested to hear your thoughts. 2 days fishing at Tulkan on the Spey. Put your answers into the comments section and let's see what we reckon. I don't think you're going to believe it, really. I can't believe it. Very nice. I've changed. I didn't think I haven't got very big flying seas, so I've gone back to. I've gone for a 30-gram copper colour, bronze colour Toby, because I lost my silver one last year, and I just never got round to replacing it. Yeah, so just kind of fishing through here quite slowly, quite a slow sort of retrieve. I fished quite a distance from the Croy. Yeah, so it's been like a wet, miserable day today. It's about 7 degrees. And it's been a nice change of pace actually to fish with a spinning rod. I mean, I'm not an expert with it. I'm certainly not an expert with the fly rod, that's for sure. But I'm definitely not an expert with the spinning rod. Yeah, but other than that, it's been quite nice today. I've enjoyed it. It certainly is a lovely beat. Or a lovely fishery. I'll certainly come back here again. And for 35 quid for the day, even if you just fish this and the hawk pool, the haw pool, then, it's I think it represents excellent value for money. Ooh. Either that was me hitting something and I felt like a knock then. No. Very peaceful here. Very peaceful. I'm looking up the. I'll turn and face it in a minute. I'll just get this. Finish this retrieve. It's a nice stretch of water. Oh. What's this? Mike's Way. Huh. Another hut. Oh, Lower Bolfracks still. Oh, this is pretty cool. The fire pit, a table. Wow. Huh. Yeah, really cool. I love their bird boxes. There's loads of them. Huh. Amazing. So I just run into Jim. You're the owner?
Yeah, that's me.
Yeah.
My uncle's down on the island fishing. He might be up in a minute, but he's
Right.
more keen on getting a fish.
Yeah. So this place is your secret hut?
Yeah, we call it the secret hut just because we don't let the general public park in the lay-by this bit, but
Yeah.
all the guys do for opening day and closing day.
So when's opening day?
15th of January,
Right.
close on the 15th of October.
Brilliant.
Right the way through if we're having a barbecue, or even when some of the boys want to come down and have a, and there's a few of them,
Yeah.
they have a,
Yeah.
they know to bring the firewood. That the guys bring their own firewood sometimes.
Yeah.
They know they can use that and use that if they want it. Just fire it up. Nice
Fantastic.
little spot to hide. You got the fridge.
Yeah.
There's usually something in it.
I was just looking at it actually, yeah.
Yeah, that's what we call
Yeah.
the fridge. That's what it's built there for.
That's great.
And the boys all like my bird boxes and my,
I was just going to say, you've got a lot of bird boxes.
yeah. That was
A
my
lot of bird boxes.
First thing during lockdown,
Yeah.
wasn't much doing at home, so I couldn't
Yeah.
do anything in my business. So I found all my bits of spare wood kicking
Oh.
around in the workshop. And I said, I'll make some bird boxes.
Yeah.
And then we came down and did the paths. So we did a lot of the paths during the first lockdown and the second lockdown. So we got it.
Yeah.
Got it finished. So.
I was saying to the film how impressed I was with all of the boarding,
Oh, the walkway.
all the boardwalks and all that. Very cool.
Aye, 2 foot of water, you couldn't fish that pool.
Really.
You were, the banks were like that.
Right.
Everything you see here, I've put in. All the paths, all the walkways.
Wow.
There was nothing here. I actually used to come along here
Yeah.
and fish this little run here.
Yeah.
And I would come out of here, and that tree that was dropped by the hydro, I used to go up the side of the tree,
Right.
up onto the road,
Yeah.
because just past those rhododendron bushes and going through the next corner,
Yeah.
you couldn't get through the rhododendrons. They were that hard. So I used to scoot up here onto the road,
Right.
go along a couple of 100 metres and then back down to get to the fish, the top half of the pool, the beat. You couldn't get through any of this.
Wow.
So from here to halfway to Neil's is all, well, you used to come in at the burn up there.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's how far I used to go onto the road. So me and my uncle, hence that little plaque there is Mike's Way.
Oh, is that your uncle? Yeah, I wondered.
Yeah.
And Mike's Perch as well.
That's Mick's perch.
Mick's Perch.
Yeah, that's my mate Nick. He comes up from
Yeah.
Cumbria. He fishes for grayling a lot.
Right.
So, he was up last week. So he had 8 fish over 2 pounds.
Really?
Yeah, in that
Wow.
conditions last week, in that cold.
Well,
Right, it was.
that's the time for grayling, isn't it? They say.
I was out with him for one day, and it was like, nah, that's too much. Being that deep in the water, he's like, oh, you need to be out there. Like,
Yeah.
Nah, it's too bloody cold.
Wow.
I just had my normal stuff like I do for salmon fishing, but
Yeah.
nah, I'm not
Yeah.
in the water for that long. Not for a grayling anyway. But it's shaping up well. Just obviously a bit of damage with the water, but
Yeah. Yeah.
same as
Yeah.
up at Neil's that you saw. You know, there's bits up there where it's going in, but what can you do?
Well, you can't do a lot about it really,
Yeah.
especially if all the water's coming down off the road and then into the river.
That's it. I've tried
Yeah.
to alleviate it up there. There's a couple of big drains at the top. I don't know if you saw them above the path at the very top. We've got a couple of big pipes buried in.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
Water chutes.
Yeah.
because the water used to just come off the road and it used to run down underneath that hut.
Right.
And that whole bank in front of the hut's gone.
Yeah.
So that's why I put the drains in to try and help keep it in one place, you know.
Fantastic.
But when it does what it did yesterday, you know, that much snow and then melts and then rains as heavy as it did,
Yeah.
there's not a lot you can do. It'll do what it wants to do. Water's got its own course.
Oh,
The
fantastic.
water comes through here.
Yeah. I bet it does.
It comes down the back of the island here. I've seen it up here.
Really?
Yeah, just going through it, wrecked all this and up
Yeah.
there. All that bushes and stuff used to be up here,
Right.
and then a couple of years ago it went through here and just ripped it all out. It's got some power like.
Wow. So how long have you owned this?
2017, 5 years.
Wow.
This is my sixth year now,
Yeah.
and that's just finished.
You've done a lot of work to it.
Yeah. There's four of these huts on it.
Yeah.
Just if it's windy and crappy like today,
Yeah.
sitting there, just that few degrees of difference, you
Yeah.
don't realise it makes a difference.
Yeah.
So just I would just leave them open fronted like that. So we got a few people walking along, their dogs and stuff as well. So it's just somewhere to sit for a minute, you know.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
It's all good.
Ah, cracking. Cracking.
Have you fished the top bit?
Yeah, I've just I fished all of Neil's, and then I've just had a few shots on my way down where I could see somewhere
Yeah,
clear.
bits like Nick's bit there. I'm
Yeah.
up under the trees there, but
Yeah.
now it's come up this extra couple of feet. You might struggle under the trees at the minute.
Yeah.
There's a couple of bits in there that are really good when it's just a bit lower.
Yeah.
And then if you go down this way, you can go out onto the island, Dalraw.
Yeah.
I fish in here. I always have a cover of this. You get some nice big trout in here, like.
Right.
So I always have a cast in there. And then if you go down a bit further, you'll get onto the island, Dalraw, and then just fish right to the bottom of it, and then come off, and then it'll get you onto the house pool.
Right.
And there's another hut like this in the corner, and there's a big run down that side. So it's all fishable down there now. All
Wow.
clear, all paths.
Wow. Very impressed. Right. Well, I thoroughly enjoyed that. Lower Bolfracks, complete surprise. Didn't really know what to expect. It's pretty high up on the Tay system. I think about maybe 2 or 3 miles from Loch Tay. Yeah, I'm very impressed. And in actual fact, as you'll see in the video, I met Jim, the owner of the beat, and I've actually agreed with him. I'm going to come back again tomorrow and finish off the rest of it. It's quite a long beat, so there's the rest of it still to go. Yeah, so that's my plans for tomorrow. So yeah, look forward to bringing you another video, which will probably be part 2 next week. All right, well, look, thanks guys for your continued support. Don't forget to subscribe, give us a massive thumbs up, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care.